Hi friends, there's a new wonder weapon called the Gorgoflex available on the new Reckoning map in Black Ops 6 Zombies. So here's a super easy guide on how to get it for free via the Easter egg. Step 1, you're looking for 2 static screens in the T1 Mutant Research Lab. I think the screens can vary, but they are always in the Mutant Research Lab. So just have a little look around. You want to find these kind of static screens. Once you've got them, you'll need to look at them for a few moments, and you'll see a word pop up. You're only interested in the first letter from that word though, so note down the first letter. On my first screen you could see hysteria pop up, and therefore I need to note down the H. Following this, I find the next screen and you can see scorn pops up, so in this case I note down the S. Now for step 3, you want to head over to look at the periodic table on the wall in the room to the west side of the same research area, but this one will be called T1 Mutant Research Test Area. If you look at the periodic table closely, you want to use the letters that you just found. So in my case, it's either H and S or S and H. We don't know what way around it actually is, but if you look through the periodic table, you'll find the either or combination. And once I've done that, you then need to look in the top corner, and that's the top left corner. You should see some numbers. Once you've noted down those numbers, you can move on to step 4, which is to take those numbers and enter it into the keypad in the door just above where you were. Now, if the code you've got is only 2 numbers, just put a 0 in front of it when you enter it into the keypad. Following that, you can move on to step 5. Once you go into the room, in the corner you'll see a cyst sitting inside a container. You'll need to kill zombies around that container and parasites will come out, and as they do, they should get sucked into the container. You'll need to do this a good few times, but once you've done it enough, you'll just need to keep killing zombies near it. Once you've got enough zombies in there as well as parasites, you should be able to interact with it and take out the cyst. It might take a little bit of experimenting if you're not sure if it's ready or not, so just keep running over to it and interacting with it after you've got a few parasites and zombies in there. Once you've done that, you can move on to step 6. You've got the cyst and you'll need to take it to the quantum computing room. Go to the 3 big flowers around the room and you'll kind of need to move around underneath them. You'll see a little progress bar and you'll need to try and stay out of the goo that it's spitting out because that will damage you, and also avoid being hit by zombies while that progress bar completes. Once you've done that for the 3 big ones around the room, you should be ready to go on to step 7. And this is to go to the Forsaken room, which is in the T2 Dark Entity Containment Room, and you'll need to find the screen that says Activate Power Surge. Once you interact with it, it starts an invisible timer. You'll need to run around the room in a circular motion on the same floor, looking for 3 other screens, and they should display the exact message on it, and if you interact with each one, you'll then be able to progress to step 8. And in step 8, you'll see an Uberklaus spawn. You'll need to break the shoulder pads and then lead him to the platform with the electricity in front of the Forsaken. If he's not weak enough and you haven't broken the shoulder pads, he's not going to jump on it. However, if you've done this right, he should jump on it and then the screen will kind of flash white and you'll be into step 9. Step 9 is the boss fight, because the Forsaken takes over that Uberklaus and you've now got a big boss to defeat. It's not super hard, you just need to make sure you've got strong enough weapons. A bit like an Uberklaus, you will have a secondary boss, the core, which you'll have to also defeat, but once you've done that, you'll notice a blue orb kind of circle around and then flash, and once the blue orb goes away, that will leave you with your wonder weapon. It's worth noting this is the base wonder weapon. You can't actually pack-a-punch this version. However, you can upgrade them and you've got 2 options to upgrade, both of which are very strong, and once you've upgraded them, then you'll be able to pack-a-punch this weapon. Now we'll cover the upgrades in separate videos just because there are a few steps to go with each one of those, so keep a lookout for that by liking and subscribing, and make sure you stay tuned on our channel. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you later.